it's time for Toker Talk Radio, the voice of the marijuana nation.
What are you people? On dope?
Where you can toke.
I inhaled frequently.
Or you can talk.
I experimented with marijuana and didn't inhale.
Or you can toke and talk.
10 federal criminal penalties for possession of up to 1 ounce of marijuana.
While we talk about toke on Toker Talk Radio.
So, by the way, when it comes to pot, if you're 40 years old, you live in a log cabin in Oregon, you got 12 giant pot plants in your backyard, have a ball.
Live from beautiful Portland, Oregon at Rolla J Studios.
Hey, this is great.
Just not cannabis.
Plus your calls live at 971-533-7111.
They're walking on their pants with their cap on backwards, listening to Enema Man and Snoopy Poop Dog.
What's to keep somebody from getting all potted up on weed and then getting behind the wheel?
Gateway theory doesn't work. It's a reality.
Holland, is it real? Don't tease me.
We're locking up people that take a couple of puffs of marijuana, and the next thing you know, they got 10 years.
And now, here's your host, the guru of ganja graphics, the sultan of sativa statistics, and the worst nightmare of a reefer mad prohibitionist. A polite, perspicacious, productive pothead with a propensity for PowerPoint. Radical, Russ Belville.
We are here. Welcome to Rolla J Studios in beautiful Portland, Oregon. It's time for Toker Talk Radio. So glad you could be here. We are making all sorts of changes here. I noticed the credits at the end of hour one, I hope. And hey, those credits are still in beta. Like, if I forgot something that I should have put on those credits, please let me know. I mean no offense or harm to anyone. So if I needed to put something on there that I forgot, just send me a contact message and we'll fix that up. We got Brian the Red hanging out here in studio.
Hey.
Coming up at 5, we got the replay of the flashback.
Yes, Red Eyes Reggae Flashback, episode 24 from last night. So I thought it was a good show.
It was a good show. Bacon Dan stopped in.
Yep, that was really good.
We
got all giggly. I
don't know what was in that hash, man. It was giggle hash.
Well, it was hash.
It's hash. That's what it is.
I love making hash. I love smoking hash.
Hey, CV Logo Man in the chat room says he wants a pink leaf shirt. Well, let me tell you this, mister. You can get one. Just go to 420radio.org/store. And they're right there.
Bam,
there you go. Yeah. You can order it.
Hopefully there's one in your size. Very limited numbers on these because, they were limited runs, because I am broke as a mofo. And, can only afford to get a certain number printed at a time. And
Joshy Dude says we need some triple XL
I know,
shirts.
He's the second person, to say that we need some...
we'll get those.
Some of those. Oh, and some 420 radio baseball hats. Oh, that might be cool.
We can do that. There's all sorts of stuff.
I'm thinking about getting some pink leaf baseball hats.
Definitely. So we need to put Lively Libra head moderator on the credits, apparently.
Yes.
I'm sure there's a meaning behind that. And tonight, 8 o'clock, Keeping It Funky, the Hot Pants edition of Big Daddy Fink's Funky Roller Rink. Or as we call them now, Medi Shorts.
Oh, Medi Shorts.
Medi Shorts, medical shorts, same thing.
Mini Medi, yeah, okay. You've shortened it because they've gotten shorter, so now it's Medi instead of medical.
That's right.
Yeah, well, it used to be medical last year, but now it's Medi.
They're damn near surgical.
Yeah.
Surgical shorts.
Next year they're just going to be shorts.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. But I'm going to get that URL for our chat room on that Pew Research thing because this poll, this is like the writing on the wall as far as marijuana legalization being a done deal. I don't think there's any going back from this because for the longest time I've always thought that part of what keeps marijuana prohibited is the fact that marijuana is prohibited. And that everybody is in kind of a mind group mind of it. You know what I'm saying? Kind of a shared delusion that it has to be illegal because it's always been illegal because it's bad because it's illegal. And now we're just starting to wake up from that. We're starting to shake out of this as a culture and realize, wait a minute.
We're finally going to break out of this rut. We've been spinning our wheels. Wait, we can't, because it's illegal. But wait, why is it illegal? That's the first time we're starting to ask that question. Why the hell did it become illegal in the first place when it's not causing any harm?
And I think a large part of that has been the Marijuana is Safer campaign.
Yep.
If you look back to the last poll, when they keep pointing back to 2006, when there's only about 1/3 of the country that wanted to legalize, that's about when the whole marijuana is safer thing took off. That's about when Mason started that. A little bit later, him and Steve and Paul's book came out. Marijuana is safer, so why are we driving people to drink? You got to have that book, Marijuana is Safer. You got to have Emperor, Jack Harris' book. And you got to have Michelle Alexander's New Jim Crow, at least. Let's go to our phone lines. We got a call coming in from 682 area code. You're on the air with Toker Talk Radio.
Hey, hi, Russ. Thank you for taking my call. I can hear myself. Hold on 1 second.
Okay. Yeah, I just gotta mute the computer or something.
Yeah. Anyway, in light of this Pew Research, I think now within the next 4 years, the next presidential election, do you think that a Democrat would then start to jump on the bandwagon for legalization? Because then it would make only sense to have the majority on your side for that.
Well, it depends. I think it depends on the level, and it depends on the geography. If you are a blue dog Democrat running in, Tennessee, maybe not. If you're a presidential candidate, probably not. Even though, it's got majority support and everything, I still think at the presidential level, they're more answerable to corporate people than natural people. Mm-hmm. But the lower down the food chain you get, we start getting into county commissioners and state people, hell yeah, this is going to make a difference in a lot of states.
Yeah, that does make sense. We do see a lot of push for decriminalization in local cities. I've seen some cities in Colorado, for example, took up the initiative themselves, I believe, and made some cities decriminalize. I believe that was.
Sorry about that. You're still on.
Oh, that's cool. Cool. Because I didn't know what that was.
It's just radio, man. Just radio.
I'm kind of really high. And,
really high. That's awesome.
Yeah.
It's all good. We love it.
Hey, well, I'll tell you what. If you want to keep talking, hold on the line for a second. We've got to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll talk some more, and you'll be, you have some time to think about it.
Okay.
All right.
Thanks,
hold on,
man.
Hey, man, don't feel bad. It happens to us all the time.
Yeah.
We'll be right back.
You're tuned into the Russ Belville Show, the voice of the marijuana nation.
The law offices of Omar Figueroa would like to remind you to stand up for your rights. Please do not give up your precious liberties. There's nothing wrong with standing up for our constitutional rights, and in fact, it's the only way to honor the Constitution that recognizes our natural rights. Treat law enforcement with respect and respect the Constitution by standing up for your rights. If you are detained or arrested, stand up for your rights by repeating, "I respectfully invoke all my legal and constitutional rights. I do not consent to any search and seizure. I want to remain silent, and I want to speak to my attorney, Omar Figueroa." Omar Figueroa has more than a decade of experience in federal and California courts and graduated from Yale University, Stanford Law School, and Trial Lawyers College. Please contact the law offices of Omar Figueroa at 415-489-0420 or 707-829-0215 or on the web at www.omarfigueroa.com.
That's Ryan Hammer with some freedom. That's our kind of music. Welcome back. It's Toker Talk Radio, 9 minutes past 4, and I want to get back on the line with our caller from 682. Hey, where's that at, and what's your name, man?
Actually, it's Cause of Cannabis from YouTube. I messaged you.
Cool.
You did reply from that suggestion, the legal tips suggestion.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, and I'm glad you called because that reminds me I should do one of those legal tips today because, yeah, tell the audience what you were suggesting.
Well, I was suggesting maybe once every week or so, Russ here could help us, remind us that even though that some states now even have legalization, that even patients, those who smoke recreationally, are still illegal under federal law. So we still need those, tips and reminders for those in Colorado and Washington and all medical marijuana states that, hey, listen, even though that you're protected from, your state's cops, the federal cops can still bust you. They can still pull you over on the road for, any speeding ticket that you can get. They can search your car. Doesn't matter if they have a DEA badge or a FBI badge. They can bust you for federal. It doesn't matter that your state protects it.
Hey, you know who else can bust you? Park rangers at a national park. Got to think of that.
True.
There are now Oregon's only got one national park, Crater Lake, but California, you got a lot of national parks like Yosemite and a whole bunch of them. And there have been patients that have had to deal with federal officials there. And another one to think of: tribal lands. When you're on like Indian casino lands and such, you got to be careful if you're on your reservation land. That's a whole different can of worms.
That's true. That would kind of suck if you try to, sneak a couple joints out there on a national park and then get busted by a, national park agent.
Yeah.
And the Coast Guard too,
just
right?
go to your local parks, kids. Don't go anywhere nationally.
You just don't take weed there.
No.
My second question was actually to go on to a different subject. I've noticed that you covered a lot of hemp legalization measures. Now, I'm actually still a student. I'm currently taking classes, still my basic core economic classes, so on and so forth. And I noticed a chart in my book that showed that even though our services have increased, our service economy has increased, our manufacturing jobs have stayed the same from 1930 throughout because we ship jobs overseas, so on and so forth. That's a whole other can of worms. But with hemp being grown in the U.S., would that then not make it, would that not spur more manufacturing processes?
I think so.
Like facilities and jobs, and open up a whole new slew of income and growth?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's just start with Detroit. Start with the auto industry and all of the composite hemp paneling that can be made, better than fiberglass, more environmentally friendly, cheaper to put into the cars. There's a lot of car part stuff making hemp right away takes care of that. Second of all, if we make any sort of serious move into hemp biofuel, which is, the most productive biofuel we have, that also has the byproduct of leaving behind an edible seed. That after you squeeze the oil out of a hemp seed to get the oil, you still got a seed that you can feed people with. Better yet, feed cattle with. You know how much of our agricultural output goes to feeding animals, not humans, and there's so much that we could do with it. I mean, unquestionably, I could do a whole hour on that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I've probably missed that hour. I'm sorry.
We'll keep adding more hemp facts.
Sounds like a great hour.
Yeah. We'll add more and more of that. I mean, right there, the old saying is anything you can make from a tree or a barrel of oil, you can make from hemp.
Yep.
And so think of all the things that are made from oil. Plastics.
Yeah, all the synthetic stuff that's not going to break down for thousands.
I remember dynamite, and I remember seeing cellulose being used for plastic wrap and stuff like that. Tupperware.
Yeah.
Heard about that.
And think little things like the packing peanuts that come in whatever you've gotten shipped. Those kind of things can be actually made from hemp and be biodegradable.
Yep.
Wow.
Or edible.
Or even edible, for that matter, yeah.
Non-toxic,
Doesn't have to be tasty at all.
That's a lot.
Yeah,
pretty much the plastic industry would probably be, I wouldn't say go under, I would say would be reinvented with him.
Right, and then the next area to look at then is the building materials industry, and you start talking about hempcrete and what they can do with that, where they can build, it's a lime and hemp mixture that they can build together that is not just carbon neutral, it's carbon negative, because
hempcrete.
As those bricks age, they actually keep sucking in carbon dioxide out of the air. It's just it's incredible. It's got like an R48 insulation factor. It keeps the house, warm in the winter and cool in the summer. It's a naturally breathable kind of building product, so you have less problems with mildew and mold and all those kind of things. Well, it's pest resistant.
I'm going to do a quick plug here for the book here. This is, if you don't own a copy of The Emperor Wears No Clothes by Jack Herer, you can find it online. You can read it for free on www.jackherer, that's at jackherer.com/the-book. Okay, and this, I was a kid running around in diapers in the house that this book was being compiled in, so I've got a little bit of an inside track on, I knew the man personally, and the information contained in that book can change the planet if in the right hands and minds. So I encourage everybody out there to just peruse. I did a report with my brother and cousin in high school about the effects of industrial hemp farming versus clear-cut logging, and we got the highest grade in the entire school. So we used the information from that book. So I'm just saying,
it's out
check
there.
It out. It's out there. The information is, knowledge is both free and priceless in this day and age. Use it, utilize it, make it your own, and share it. Because seriously, the more people that have this knowledge, the fewer people are going to be able to say, well, it's bad. Well, let me tell you how it's fucking good. All right. So, anyway.
Right on, man. Hey, I brought up a graphic, and before I get into this, I want to give you a chance to finish up on the phone there, because great call, and I love all your suggestions and questions. Anything else you wanted to bring up?
Last thing, kind of, just something pondering, something I've been mulling over. We see legalization being pushed forward, basically every day. I hear something about it from you every day, but also from, Fox and whatnot, how bad it is, or, how good it is. How we have, new researches and stuff like that. My question is whenever we have legalization as a whole, blanketing, the U.S., let's say it's full on, prohibition's ended, it's legal, it's even legal to grow in your own home. Let's say we finally even got that far, because that's I can feel that is going to be a huge hill to battle.
So like what year do I think that'll happen?
No, I was going to say, do you think that the right now, due to prohibition, we have a subculture of people who secretly smoke weed, and they have like this stereotype placed on them? Do you think we will see this stereotype and this culture disappear, or do you think it would be more normalized and expanded as a influence?
I think it's getting more normalized. We saw the whole stiletto stoners phenomenon in that Marie Claire article, and out here on the West Coast, it is becoming almost, like a glass of wine. It's actually looked at now as more of a sophisticated thing, especially among some of these people that are using the vapor pens and vaporizing, and they got all their little tools and little accessories. So, yeah, I think it becomes normalized. But does, stoner culture ever go away? Do we ever lose our, identity? Maybe a little. Chief Greenbud's got a song on that called When Pot Was Legal. Maybe I'll find that and play it during the break. Interesting question. I'll think about that. Maybe we'll talk about that a little later in the hour. But I want to thank you for your call. Sure. Thanks for calling in, and feel free to dial in any other time.
All right. Thank you, man.
All right. Good day. And on the screen, I'm showing this Lotus Elise car that is made with some composite hemp materials, and there's some information with that as well. During break, I'll see if I can pull up some more graphics, more infographics there on hemp. And with respect to the suggestion about the legal tips, we'll do a couple of those. But when we come back from break, we got a very, very special caller who has some very, very good news for us. But According to union rules, it is 4:20 here in the Pacific Time Zone, and we are required to up our nanograms per milliliter.
We'll have to destroy it in a series of small fires here.
We'll be right back.
Oh, have you ever met that funny reefer man? A reefer man. Have you ever met that funny reefer man? A reefer man. If he said he swam to China, he would sell you South Carolina. Then you know you're talking to that reefer man.
I'm a reefer smoking man.
Wood Pipe Smoke Shop and Speakeasy is your source for cannabis community gear in southern Wisconsin. Owners Brian and Tammy Wood are located in Kendall, just outside of Madison, and they've got everything for the smoking enthusiast, including a full assortment of pipes, water pipes, hookahs, bubblers, one-hitters, and so much more. They're open noon to 8 p.m. Monday through Saturday and can help you with your detoxification therapies as well. Call 608-466-7473 or email woodpipes@yahoo.com for more information. That's 608-466-7473 or email woodpipes@yahoo.com. And as always, go pack go.
Pot was illegal. It used to be fun. You could drive into town and not know anyone. You had to be careful. Nobody's fool. When pot was illegal, you had to be cool. You didn't just get in your car and drive to the store. You had to be smarter than that if you wanted to score. When pot was illegal, it used to be nice. You'd chill on the couch and haggle the price. Some days it was raining, some days it was dry. When pot was illegal, and no one knew why. And now we all fly in our saucers to get all we want. Well, you can buy 20 joints at the market and smoke them alone. In 2112, we got all we need, and nobody gets busted for papers and weed. The pot's all accepted, now it's nothing bad. We got what we wanted, but lost all we had. When pot was illegal, it used to be fun. You could drive into town and not know anyone. You went to hear music, you went to hang out. Illegal was part of what it was about. But in 2112, we got all we need. Nobody gets busted for papers and weed. Well, pot's all accepted, now it's nothing bad. We got what we wanted, but lost all we had. When pot was illegal, it used to be fun. You could roll into town and not know anyone.
Yeah, that's Chief Greenbud live at the Normal National Conference 2010 right here in beautiful Potland, Oregon. I hope you enjoy those hemp facts that I've got going up there on the screen. We'll have more of those as time goes on. But right now, we have to go to our phone lines. We have a very special guest waiting on the line. And are you there, Brandon? Aaron? Mykayla?
It's me, Mykayla.
It's Mykayla. How you doing?
Good.
Good. You're home, right?
Yep.
Well, tell us what's happening.
We're going to go to Hawaii from June 18th all the way to June 3rd. So we're 23rd, so we're going to be there on my birthday.
Wow. Cool. You're going to be in Hawaii on your birthday?
Yeah.
Wow. Have you ever been to Hawaii?
Nope, it's my first time going there.
Have you ever been on a plane?
Nope.
Whoa. Your first plane trip and you're going all the way to Hawaii?
Yep.
Wow. Are you afraid of planes?
No.
No? How come?
Because I've seen them fly over our house a lot. And we went on walks and we see them all the time.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good. I heard also that you have really good news about your treatment.
Yep.
What's happening?
I'm going on to maintenance soon.
Maintenance treatment, and that means what?
That I get to go to little parks with grass and stuff.
What?
Yeah, I saw a picture of you out there with your sister Riley, and you were wearing some sunglasses and getting some good fresh air. That's good for you.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
What else are you doing?
I'm sitting in a chair talking to you guys.
That's true. That's true. You are doing that. And how about, let's see, it's April, so how about school?
Not this year, but Mama's going to get me back to school next year.
Oh, really? What grade will you go to?
Uh-huh.
Do you know what grade?
Yeah, I'm going to go back to second grade because I haven't been doing very much second grade stuff.
Yeah.
Very much. But today I did some second grade work.
Was it math?
What?
Was it math or reading?
It was phonics.
Phonics?
Yeah, that's good stuff.
That's good stuff. Well, hey, I wanted to tell you, I'm looking at our people that in our chat room, they're the ones that are listening to us, and they're all clapping. And they also say they're very proud of you.
I can see that on the little thingy.
Oh, you got the chat room up too.
She does.
Well, everybody loves Brave Mykayla. How's everything going for the family? How's your mom and dad?
We're good.
That's good.
That's very good. And your sister?
Yep, she's laying down right now.
Yeah.
And you had fun on Easter, huh? You went for
we went Easter egg hunting at our grandma's house, and we went to our work with a bunch of other kids that we don't know. We went Easter egg hunting there.
That's really good that you're able to go out now and be with other kids.
Uh-huh.
Because when you were really sick, that must have been kind of not very fun, not being around your other friends.
Nope.
No. Wow.
But I did get to see my cousins on Easter, too.
Oh, wow.
That's good.
That's great.
Because I haven't got to see them in a long time.
Yeah. That's one of the things when you get sick sometimes is you have to go into hospitals and they have to keep germs away from you, and then people can't see you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so how's your cannabis treatment going? Are you still taking your daily capsules?
Yep.
And you're still juicing?
Well, not right now, but we're going to do some more soon.
It's probably because
starting next week.
Yeah, probably because there's not a lot of fresh greens around. It's not harvest time, except for indoors usually, this time of year.
Yeah.
But we understand.
We're going to start juicing next week.
Oh,
good.
Yeah. Another thing, that we got to see your mom and dad out at the Cannabis Cafe when they had a benefit for you guys, and it looks like there's so many people that are helping you guys out. How does that make you feel?
It made me feel really special.
You are really special.
And did you get those shoes, those special peach shoes that had Mykayla?
Yeah.
Those are really cute.
Mhm.
Do they fit you all right?
Yep.
Great.
Hey, you know, I was thinking about another thing. Last time we had talked, there was a Brave Mykayla. We talked about the Brave Mykayla cartoon and the T-shirt. Are you still selling all those too?
Yeah, we're selling. We also got some new bracelets.
Bracelets?
Oh, new bracelets, huh?
Yeah.
What are they like?
Well, the white part is a little bit lighter than the other bracelet. It's bolder.
Oh,
okay.
Very nice. And
yeah.
I'm showing people on the screen behind us what the Brave Mykayla shot there, and it's got the little cupcake hat and the little green dress and the little blue. Do you really have blue bell bottoms and green shoes?
No.
No, it's just a cartoon. Silly Russ. Oh my goodness! I'm so glad you're calling in today.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It must be a lot. It must be a lot better going on to maintenance. And gosh, going to Hawaii, how nice is that? And what birthday will it be? How old will you be on your birthday?
I'm gonna be 8.
8 years old.
Wow.
Well, when you turn 8, you're definitely getting into big girl territory.
Yep, and then we're gonna have Riley's birthday there because her birthday is on June 24th.
Oh, it's like real
so
close.
So we're gonna have her party there.
Before you leave, that's really cool.
Wow.
Uh-huh.
That's so awesome.
We're gonna have our parties together.
Oh, yeah.
Partying in Hawaii. You don't have any extra tickets for me and Brian, do you?
No.
Well, hey, I think maybe our friend Kaliko, though, might be up in Hawaii at that point. So maybe he could stop by and say hi while you're up there.
Maybe.
And we have people in the chat room who live in Hawaii too.
Yeah, we've got Hi in Hawaii, and who else is from Hawaii?
Not sure.
But yeah, Hi in Hawaii, he's got the solar system out there, which is really cool.
So before we let you go, is there anything else you wanted to say to folks?
Not that I know of right now.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we're glad you're doing good because you sound like you're getting healthier and healthier every day.
Yep.
All right. Well, take care and thank you for calling in and give our best to your mom and dad and your sister, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Call
bye,
us back
Mykayla.
anytime.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, so now I will have Permagrin for the rest of the day.
Yeah. We've got our weekly dose of cute there, so...
This gives you wrinkles, smiling like this all the time.
I know, it's Permagrin is something that,
Wow.
they say that some drugs will give you Permagrin, but jeez, that child.
No doubt. Thank you so much for calling in,
love
Mykayla.
you, Ray.
And there's only one way we could go out of this segment.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, we got to take a break because, wow, that was, I can't top that. I have to go back to the well and find something to talk about because I just sit here and grin for the rest of the segment.
Yeah.
Be back in a minute.
You cut people, you smoke trees till you get what you need now. Designer drugs and minted smokes to get through the day. You always get them so high.
We'll be right back after these messages from our 420 friendly sponsors. Support these advertisers because their ad money goes straight to the Russ Belville Show. You're tuned into the Russ Belville Show, the voice of the marijuana nation.
Hey guys, Nicolas Condito, High Times Magazine, here with another video grow tip of the week. We're here in a little hydroponic garden. It's a very manageable operation. Some of you might be doing something similar at home or thinking of it. And we just wanted to show you a little bit about the feeding system, the irrigation system, if you will, that they've implemented in this grow room. Because it's one of the more popular varieties these days. It's very simple. It's a top feed hydro system. And if you just look right down here in the pot, you'll see right at the top they're using top hatch spray emitters stake into the medium, and they just are fed by spaghetti lines, and they just do a little top feed. They just spray 360 degrees all the way around. It gets even penetration. And this grower, he does it very simply. They just water for about 2 minutes per day. That's all it takes, 2 minutes per day. They got 4,000 watts running in this room, and it's going to yield somewhere around 7 pounds. And they're using a nutrient line called Black Label Nutrients. It's very simple, and it's amazing that they get these yields. If you look, the NPK ratios are very low, and with a feeding regimen of only 2 minutes per day, but you still see the weight, the chunkiness of these buds. This is an OG pheno. It's in week 7. It'll go just past 60 days, I believe, and the yield is epic. So there you go. If you're thinking about doing some hydro, check out some top feed systems. Spray emitters are great. And you want to find a nutrient line that has a minimalistic approach, something that's not going to clog up your spaghetti lines. It's going to get, just the right amount of nutrients to the plants so that they're happy and healthy. And man, all I can say is I wish they were coming down today, but they're not. See you guys later. Nico out.
Through the water, in the sky.
Fun. Big Daddy thinks. Oh yeah.
That's Jake Lear with Trouble in My Mind, Trouble in My Soul. And yeah, we're talking about the pink leaf shirt, raising awareness for the actual cure.
Yeah,
screw the ribbons.
I was sitting around with a buddy of mine, about a year and a half ago, maybe a little more. But anyway, it was like late 2011. And, we were trying to say, hey, with this legalization stuff trying to come up, we've really got to find a way to change the image, that's portrayed by the symbol of the pot leaf, because when people see a green pot leaf on somebody's shirt, they're just like, oh, little stoner, huh? Yeah, oh, look at him, he likes smoking weed. Oh, hey, maybe he's got some for sale. Hey, I'll ask him, or maybe he wants to buy some from me. Hey, maybe I'll ask him. It's like, okay, that's nice, but with all of the research, the proven fact that, a 1:1 ratio of THC and CBD is proven to kill, or cause apoptosis in several cancers and get rid of some skin cancers, melanomas and such, when in oil form. This is the real cure, so might as well have a leaf the same color as all those damn ribbons. So
there you go.
Buy one up, wear them to a march. I want to get them all sold and shipped out before the Global Cannabis March this year. So if you want to represent for the pure cure, as I call it, go to our store there at 420radio.org and pick one up. There's only a couple left. There's only a couple sizes, but each one comes with a certificate of authenticity pink leaf product. The website's currently down, but
you can get them at our store.
But you can get them at our store.
420radio.org/store. And speaking of that, we've also got the Herb Thrasher shirts up there.
Man, those are awesome. Badass.
And there's still Russ Belville Show calendars. They're going to get marked down soon because we're 3 months in, so we got to fix that. But
they're very cool. Got some limited shots, that he's taken from his meanderings in the cannabis adventurism.
And we're going to start, now that the store is up and working, we're going to start putting a whole bunch more stuff up there. And generally we'll do the shipping on the weekends because we work a lot already. So we will be taking care of that, and all available at 420radio.org. Also, don't forget, coming up next, Red Eyes Reggae Flashback at the top of the hour. Last night's live show, Bacon Dan sat in. We made a whole bunch of new filters.
I was going to say, we got some great funky filters for you, man.
They're designed for something other than marijuana.
Yeah.
Let's just put it that way. And then tonight at 8 o'clock, Hot Pants. Huh. I feel good. Jump back. Got to kiss myself.
Hey! Hot pants!
Can I take it to the bridge?
To the pants!
Can I take it to the bridge?
In the pants!
Come on, to me. All right.
Woo.
So, yeah, we're going to get real funky on Big Daddy Fink's Funky Roller Ring. So check that out.
Tonight, here.
All right, so
Radio.
I had to go to break because I had to find a story, something that would just that we could really get our teeth into.
Yeah, I mean,
here.
because how could we really, surpass a Mykayla call?
Yeah, you just close the show up at that point.
Yeah, you can't surpass a Mykayla call. So we'll take it. We'll keep it close.
Keep it close. That's right. And big thanks to our chat room. And I didn't get the name of who put the link up there, but since we were talking about hemp, this story blows the doors off of hemp. And I'm going to try to get Andrea Herman. She is like one of the people on hemp who knows the stuff, like scientific level, like, study level stuff, right?
Awesome.
She works with National Cannabis Coalition, and I'd love to get her on to talk about this study, because this is news coming out of Virginia Tech. This is just brand new today, coming out of Virginia Tech. It's on Raw Story, in Stephen C. Webster writing, entitled "Biofuel Breakthrough Turns Virtually Any Plant into Hydrogen."
Breakthrough. They figured some of this out a while back, but...
Researchers at Virginia Tech announced Thursday that their latest breakthrough in hydrogen extraction technology could lead to widespread adoption of the substance as a fuel due to its ease of availability in virtually all plant matter, a reservoir previously impossible to tap. The new process, described by a study in the April issue of the scientific journal Angewandte Chemie, foreign language, I apologize, uses a cocktail of 13 enzymes to strip plant matter of xylose, a sugar that exists in plant cells. The resulting hydrogen is of such a high purity that researchers said they were able to approach 100% extraction, opening up a potential market for a much cheaper source of hydrogen than anything available today. The rise of such an alternative fuel could seriously disrupt the pollution-producing industries that run on oil and natural gas, and potentially spark a new industrial emphasis on growing plants with high levels of xylose in their cells. Quiz time. What plant has the highest level of xylose in its cells?
I think I know this one.
Okay.
Wait.
All right.
I think it starts with a It's kind of a mess sound. Could be. I think that it's marijuana.
Yes, marijuana. That's right. That's a winner.
Okay.
Although, to tell you the truth, I don't know if that's true. I don't know if hemp has the most xylose of anything.
Yeah, not xylose, but it is one of the highest cellulose-producing plants.
But I found an article of Andrea's on National Cannabis Coalition called "My Favorite Stalk of All, Part 2, where she talks about xylose. I'm not going to pretend I know a damn thing about the organic chemistry behind this. But she says, glucose and xylose are the primary monosaccharides that constitute hemp's hemicellulose. Mm-hmm. That sounds to me like hemp's got a lot of xylose in it. I'm just, from a layman's perspective. Yep. Again, we will see if we can get her on the show to talk about this, because if this breakthrough is what I'm hearing, what I'm reading, if I'm understanding it correctly, because they've talked hydrogen fuel cell vehicles for a long time. Well, I'll move to hydrogen. All right, where do we get the hydrogen? Oh, well, that's kind of the problem.
Well, it's right? A natural resource and it's limited. But
whole bunch up there in the sun, but right? But if this is true, if they've come up with this breakthrough now that makes hemp and, well, any plant apparently, a potential fuel source, an easy conversion to a pure hydrogen.
Yeah, we're just talking hemp because it's one of the fastest growing, crops that reproduces itself in like no time at all. You can harvest it within a season, and an acre provides like the same kind of pulp material as, couple acres of wood. You know,
yeah.
But
this is. I mean, if this is the breakthrough that I understand it to be, we could be now at the turning point of turning away from fossil fuel and on to hydrogen fuel, based off of, well, it's going to have to be hemp. And I guess you could take the byproducts from any crop, corn stalks and other things, and make fuel out of them too. Wow, this is wonderful.
Yep. And all of the husks that are usually discarded from the fuel from the corn, all of the outer pod casings that are used, well, not used, but I mean, there's all
clippings.
There's all sorts of things. Mm-hmm.
If this is what I think it is, you could get it from any plant.
Exactly, yeah.
Wow. This is just amazing, the breakthrough. And so, again, I want to get someone who's a little more expert on the whole organic and agronomy of it, because you lose me. Once we hit dirt, you lose me. I'm all good on the pot stuff until it hits dirt, and then
he was born in Idaho, but he ain't a farmer.
Far from it. That's why I had to leave. They asked me to go.
Had to get the hell out.
Please get the hell out of here.
Yeah,
try not to touch anything that's growing.
Like you're not contributing to the farm.
That's right.
You gotta go. Or else...
I'm afraid it's a tough decision here. We all came to it.
Yeah, we
actually here. We're going to have to ask you to go.
We log you.
Let's see. Here's some other from the article at Raw Story. Beyond hydrogen fuel cells in cars and industrial equipment, U.S. Space Agency NASA says that hydrogen in its super cold liquid form makes an ideal fuel for space exploration due to its low molecular weight and extremely high energy output. If plants could be grown on a space station traveling to a distant solar system someday, it is possible future breakthroughs could lead to an onboard system that actually renders more fuel mid-flight.
Duh. If you're any kind of science geek, duh. But
mind blown. Grow your own Starfleet fuel.
Yeah.
But, Captain, what about the dilithium crystals?
Well, we'll just grow some hemp.
We'll just grow some hemp, will.
Yeah. You can smoke some and chill out, and then we'll have some more fuel in about 3 months.
Amazing. Well, this has kind of been hemp day for us. That's pretty cool. So, very interesting stuff. We will do more of that. We're going to take a little break, and when we come back, we'll wind up the show. Keep taking calls here at 971-533-7111. Thanks for being here, being a part of 420radio.org.
And maybe dilithium crystals are just giant resin glands. Space Bud.
The Russ Belville Show is blogging and podcasting daily at RadicalRuss.com.
And now, another episode of Cannabis Shakespearean Theatre. I'm your host, Leonard Pinth-Garnell III. Tonight we revel in the hilarity of acquiring cannabis when miscommunication occurs between the cannabis delivery service and the consumer. The Royal Shakespearean Cannabis Theatre Company presents the classic David's Not Present piece, made famous by Richard Marin and Thomas Chong. Enjoy.
Hark! Who goes there?
It is I, David. Pray grant me immediate passage, good sir. I come bearing a package of great import.
Hark! Who goes there?
It is I, David, as I previously informed you. Make haste in unlatching this portal, for I believe the constable hath cast his visage upon me. I bring you the package you seek.
'Tis David?
Affirmative, my good man. 'Tis David. Now open this door forthwith.
David's not present.
For Cannabis Shakespearean Theatre, I'm Leonard.
It's good, to be lovers, and now we're barely friends. I'm tired of exerting myself. Now I gotta run.
Oh, wow. There we're rocking out. You'll hear more music like that on the Herb Thrasher Flower Hour every Friday night, 8 p.m. Pacific time. Tomorrow's Herb Thrasher show going to be quite a show.
Oh, man. Yeah, you got all sorts of people coming
Adam
in.
and Nick coming in.
Yeah.
Bacon Dan's going to come in for Thrasher Sports and give us a hockey update.
Yeah. Right, give us some hockey.
And maybe, possibly, even Cannabis Carry makes it down in time for the show.
You know,
maybe.
With so many people, I might just want to stop by.
You might have to come in. We just might have to make a party out of it Friday night.
Freaking, you have to order some pizzas. We'll have to get it going on. I'll bring some hash.
Hell yeah. Answering some of the chats in here, Big Daddy Fink's asking if I've seen the trailer for It's the End of the World. Yes. Bacon Dan showed it to me the other night. You got to see the Red Band trailer for this. It's Seth Rogen, James Franco, what's the other fat guy who's not Seth Rogen? Is Jonah Hill, Patrick, I can't remember the black fella's name, but anyway, all these guys who are actually playing themselves as actors. You know, they're actually Seth Rogen and James Franco in the movie, and they're having a party, and they hear something happening outside, and they open the door, and all of Los Angeles is in flames. The whole world is coming to an end, and how these guys react to it. It's a hilarious trailer. I think the movie's going to be great.
That's got to be good. I mean,
Jay Baruchel, Danny McBride, and Craig Robinson, thank you. And my apologies to Jonah Hill, not like I'm trim or anything, right?
As fictional versions of themselves. That's good.
There was a Cracked article I saw once where it was actors that your parents can't tell the difference between. And it was like, Tobey Maguire versus the other guy that's not Tobey Maguire. And it was Seth Rogen and Jonah Hill, right? You couldn't tell the difference. There's something in translation.
Well, there's a difference between can't tell and don't care.
Yeah, good point. Also, wanted to let people know, if you are a bronze member of 420 Radio, you can upgrade your membership to silver, and when you get to silver, you get a 10% discount at the store.
You get discounts.
At gold, you get a 20% discount. At platinum, you get a 30% discount.
Look at that. That's some incentive there.
So, yeah, I mean, sure, it costs you more, but,
But you're helping sustain the organization here.
Thank you so much for doing so.
We appreciate it.
All right, what else did I have to get to? I think I have. Oh, yes, Trickster Phillips is helping out, doing a little behind-the-scenes research for me. Pulled up a paper on organosolve pulping and test paper characterization of fiber hemp. Mm-hmm. And within this, I get a little data point that from the morphological characteristics and chemical composition of hemp bast and core fibers, that from the hemp core, xylose makes up 16.4% of the weight of raw material. So there's that.
This is actually, I think you should show this chart online, because this is some good information all around.
I wish I understood it. That's the thing. We're getting above my head.
On one side we've got the core, and
I'll
one side we've got the bast.
They're showing the core fiber and the bast fiber, the length. Core fibers are like half an inch long or half a millimeter long. Bast fibers between 5 and 50. Their diameter in micrometers. But then what the proportion of their lignin, cellulose, xylose, hemicelluloses, uronic acids, acid,
and it's always been to me, I've always known that cellulose, hemp had one of the highest cellulose, contents, in both categories there. But I didn't know that could be such a difference in the xylose.
It's like a sixth of it.
In the core versus the bast.
Yeah, in the bast fiber, 2/3 of the bast fiber is cellulose, but only 1/3 of the core fiber is cellulose. About.
Yeah, but that's kind of.
That's pretty interesting.
But
all right, but I've got a note
stuff.
I sent a note into the National Cannabis Coalition. We'll see if we can get Andrea Herman to talk about this a little bit more, since I really have no idea what I'm talking about. But it looks very interesting. It's awfully pretty. But I don't know what it means.
They've got lots of great charts. He just does not know the translation.
Yeah, like I said, my knowledge of stats and numbers stops at dirt. It stops at dirt. It stops in the chemistry lab. I will not admit to being a chemist of any kind. But thank you, Trickster, for sending that in to us.
Smokey McBongwater in the chat room says we need a higher membership of Stone.
There we go. Actually, on the tour sponsorships, there are 2 higher sponsorships. There's, bronze, silver, gold, platinum, and then you move on to dilithium.
Yes, there's
and
dilithium
then
sponsor,
unobtainium. Yeah, dilithium and unobtainium. So
yeah,
but Stone sponsor that.
Well, I mean, I guess if you're going in a scale of hardness,
diamond.
Yeah.
Diamond being the hardest.
I don't know. It kind of goes backwards though, doesn't it? Because bronze is, pretty strong, and because it's a composite metal, right? And then you've got silver, which is a little bit softer, and then you've got gold, which is really soft. Is that, is platinum softer than gold? Somebody out there tell me, hardness test. Is platinum softer?
Yeah, platinum's harder than gold. I know that.
Okay.
No doubt about that, because gold's a pretty soft metal.
Yeah, it's one of like the softest. So,
I'm going to get this.
Why did they go to platinum? I guess it's only in records that they went to platinum after gold. Probably because after you sold that many records, you go soft. Oh no.
Oh no. Hey, the other thing that they noted in that story about the Virginia Tech, hydrogen fuel thing, is there's still some problems to figure out with it. Like, what do you do with the leftover pulp and carbon that's left over after you've gotten the xylose out? You're still going to have a big bunch of carbon.
Yeah, pulp, you can use to make paper.
Yeah.
So
we shall see.
There's plenty of uses.
It still sounds like a remarkable change. All right. Hey, we're running out of time for today. Again, for tomorrow's show on Hour 1, the Russ Belville Show, we have got, who have I got? Oh, yes. We will be, I don't know who we'll have tomorrow. We'll have to find out.
It's a surprise.
It's going to be a surprise guest. So we will find out on that. And also, coming up 2 weekends away is the 420 weekend. I can't believe it. I'm looking at my calendar going, oh my God, I got 2 weeks. But 2 weekends away is the 420 weekend. And hoping to see a lot of you there. There will be no show on Friday the 19th because that's when I'm flying out. And we will be there at the High Times Cannabis Cup. No medical. High Times Cannabis Cup in Denver, the first American Cup. We will be there in our own booth. You can come by and visit us. A lot of our friends will be stopping by. We got friends coming in from Georgia, from California. Anybody who's everybody's trying to make it out there if they possibly can. We hope to see you there as well. That's all the time we got here for the Russ Belville Show and Toker Talk Radio. Thanks for joining us. We'll be back tomorrow with more news and views you can use for the cannabis community. Ryan the Red, I'm Radical Russ. Thanks for joining us. And until next time, take care of each other, Tokers.
This is the Russ Belville Show. The Russ Belville Show is blogging and podcasting daily at radicalruss.com.
Take a seed, you plant it, you grow it, you dry it, you roll it, you smoke it. You take a seed, you plant it, you grow it, you dry it, you roll it, you smoke it. You take a seed, you plant